Beyonce. Yes, I danced for Beyonce, and I think she was meeting a dancer that danced for Jennifer Lopez. So anyway, I decided to follow her on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it was in 2014. And she was hosting something called the World Natural Hair Show. So I went to go see her host this event. And as I walked through the door, I saw a lady with a crown on. And I was like, what is this crown? What is this about? And she said, oh, I am the queen for World Natural Hair. And I thought to myself, I've never wanted to do a pageant, but now all of a sudden I want to do a pageant for natural hair. I ended up winning the pageant and becoming the beauty queen for World Natural Hair. And it's thanks to this lady because I actually followed her and joined the pageant and won it. So I feel like I have like a soul connection with this lady. She has her own platform where she works with kids as well. So please help me welcome the dynamic, the fabulous, the amazing, and humble Miss Kimmie Gee.
Hello guys.
Hello.
My point is short and sweet. Sometimes you gotta remind you of you. Okay? You gotta remind you of your passion. You gotta remind yourself of your greatness, you know? Life happens, ups and downs, and you forget. So before Beyonce, I danced for the Philadelphia 76ers. So the year that I decided that I wanted to dance, I auditioned for the Knicks, the Sixers, all of them. I didn't make it at all. It was no after no after no. You're not this enough, you're not that enough. We good, no thank you. Okay. So out of the three of those, the Sixers really stuck with me. So after being in my feelings, you know, I don't want that job anyway. After getting through that, I decided that that was what I wanted. So I took that whole year and prepped. I said, that's my job. I'm going to get it. So I auditioned again, and I made it. I danced for the Sixers for 3 years. I went to the All-Star when they were in Vegas, so they put an All-Star team together, the best of every team, and we made up the All-Star team, so I went, I was the only All-Star to go, and it was amazing. So that time, I was like, what do I want now, you know? What's next? What's bigger? What's bigger than Sixers? Because that was my world. I went to bed thinking about the Sixers. I woke up, I thought about my outfit, I thought about everything. That was my life. I couldn't even dream bigger than that. So then finally it hit me like, okay, well what if I dream? What if I go after this? This is dance, this is big. So I auditioned. I don't make it, right? So instead of being defeated, instead of being in my feelings, I was like, okay God, so what you're trying to tell me is I need to remind myself of myself and do exactly what I did the first time. So I did that. I auditioned, didn't make it. I think that was 07. Moved here in 2008. All year, took classes. Worked on me. 2009 came around, I went and got that job. I didn't take no for an answer. I was so determined, but I had to put in the work. You know, I can tell you I had a plan, but I didn't. I just took the next step. And then after taking that step, the next step was revealed. So you have to show up. Nobody is going to give you your dream. Nobody is gonna say, here baby, be great. You have to fight for it every step of the way. And then you're gonna see that there's so much more. That you were dreaming too small. You know, so you have to show up. And so when I went back after, you know, dancing for Beyonce, now everybody's like, oh, Kimmie. In Philly, I spoke to the coach, we had a heart-to-heart. And I said, what was the difference between my audition in the beginning when I didn't make it, and then when I finally made it? She said, your dancing didn't change, your look didn't change. Nothing changed but your confidence. She said, you came in wanting it like it was yours. That's the only thing that changed. So to know that, it starts with you, it begins and it ends with you. If you come in defeated, you are going to be defeated, but you have to be determined to win. You have to remind yourself of yourself. So now, 10 years later, I've been with Beyonce. This was 2013. 2013. It's 2019. We just did Coachella. We just did On the Run 2. Like, so many things that I've accomplished just by showing up and doing the work and not expecting it to be easy, because they're gonna tell you no. They're gonna tell you you can't, but you absolutely can, and you have to be determined to do that. You have to go for it. So if you're struggling, if you're like, I love to sew, I love to sing, I love to do this, but the bills gotta be paid, yes, everybody's bills gotta be paid. But there's something in you that you're supposed to share with the world, and it is up to you to nurture it, because whose dream is depending on it? So if Miss Pearl gave up, that would affect all of you guys. So she has to keep going. I have to keep going when it's hard, because I have dancers looking up to me. So who does it affect if you give up? You can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to want to be great. You don't want to be average. Who wants to be average? You want to be great, so you have to put in the work to be great. And that's my message. Just remind yourself and your greatness and what you want to do, what you want to be, what's your legacy. Who are you? Bring you to the table every time. Every time. You can learn how to walk. I can teach you how to dance. Somebody can teach you how to sing. But I can't teach you how to be you. I can't. I can't teach you how to be the essence of who you are that is not duplicated. So you have to nurture that. You have to love that. You have to bring that out and show up and show out every time. They're gonna watch, so give them a show. Give them a show every time. So remind yourself of yourself. That's it.